Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Conversation with Joe. This afternoon we going to have a nice chat with Pascale Sylvain. She's going to talk about herself and talk about her show called Souri Gaye. So I am going to add her on the live and we going to find out more about Pascal. I'm waiting for Pascal to join us. Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very happy to be here.
Me too. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
So so like I was saying earlier, for everybody was listening. So you are Pascal, and I'm gonna let you tell us more about yourself real quick.
Um, I am a mother. I'm the mother of two little girls, 6 and 8. Um, I'm an actress. I participated in several acting projects back in Haiti, and there's one of them I believe some of you have already seen. It's called J'aime bien. They put a lot of the videos on YouTube. And
Mm-hmm.
it was an interesting project. It was a USAID project, and I really enjoyed it. I don't
Okay.
like to say that I'm an author, but I published a book in 2015, and it's called Liwani du Sort, and it was also an interesting project. Um,
Okay.
I also love to write. I write a lot, and I put all my posts and everything on Facebook or on my blog, which is called sajwagirl.com. You can go
Okay.
there and check my stories, little stories, interesting stories. um, I am what else I am. I'm a wisdom seeker. I like to say that because I like to put myself in other people's shoes. I like to try to understand people better. I like to try to listen to people more. I think um, we cannot live on this earth alone. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to really try to live with each other. So that's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. All great stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. I know Pascal, you have that show, and I was honored to be a guest on there called Sugi Guy. So I wanted to ask you what inspired you. First of all, tell us what is it exactly for everybody who doesn't know what it is, and after that, what inspired you to start Sugi Guy?
Okay, so Sweet Guy is my baby. Um, I created it in 2018 when I saw
Mm-hmm.
how people on social media were so negative. They were fighting each other. People who used to be friends, they were putting their fans against each other. And
Mm-hmm.
there were a lot of videos, like negative videos on Facebook. I I didn't feel like I had the right to go on their pages and tell them to stop doing what they were doing. So I said, okay, if they're doing something wrong, in my opinion, I want to change that. I have a page too, so
Okay.
I can just do something good in my eye
Mm-hmm.
and give those people another option. See what I mean? So
Got it.
that's
Yeah.
how I came up with the idea because Suigaya is about promoting positivity,
Mm-hmm.
solidarity, humility in our community. And on the show, a guest come and talk about at least 5 people in their environment who inspired them. So it can be somebody who opened door for you in the past. You want to.
Mm-hmm.
It may be someone
Exactly.
who is who is succeeding around you, doing something great around you. You want to take the time to congratulate. So it's really about positivity, about putting people together. Yeah. So that's what Suri Guy
Yeah.
is.
And where the name Gaye came from?
Okay, so that's an interesting story. I I am more a night owl than an early bird, right? I I'm very creative at night. I I love staying up at night to create, to think about my life and do everything I'm doing, Joe. I do it at night.
I can totally relate.
So I was about to take a shower, watching one of those videos that I just told you about, and
Uh-huh.
that's when I thought about the idea. That's when I thought about the idea. Then I said, okay, so if I want to do something positive,
Mm-hmm.
I have to come up with a nice idea, because what those videos are doing is making people cry, right?
Yeah.
So I would come up with something that could make people smile, because I don't think I'm funny, so I would not make people laugh. But I would create something that would make people smile, that would make people feel good. So I said, okay,
Okay.
let's say smile would be part of the name. Now it would not be smile alone. So I have to find something else to add to it, and it should not be too long.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, as I don't want the smile to be to one to be sent to one person, I want it to be
Yeah.
spread around. I want it to be spread it around. So I said, okay, I'm gonna call it Splash Smile. Splash Smile.
Okay.
So then I thought that my movement, because Surigaye is for me a movement, I thought that it was supposed to be for my community. So it would not make
Mm-hmm.
sense that it be in English. So I said, okay,
Okay.
let's put it in Creole. It's gonna be Suri Gaye, and there you have it. And like they say in the
That's
Bible,
awesome.
after they say in the Bible, after God created this and that, he felt good. He felt that was the right thing to do. That's exactly how I felt when I
Yeah.
came up with the name Suri Gaye.
I totally love the whole concept. Well, I mean, in the beginning, would you want to share with us some of the challenges that you encountered when you just started working on this project?
Um, Squeaker is so different from what
Mhm.
everybody used to see. So I thought it was gonna be hard to find people to come on the show. I really thought it was gonna be hard. Then I sent the invitation to Rachel Saint Julien, that you know, from CK, and she said, "Oh, I love it." She said, "I love it. I'll come on your show. Of course, I'll come on your show." The difficulties really were not to find people to come to do the show with me, but mostly in terms of connectivity, because you know I was doing it for people in Haiti, and
Okay.
the internet in Haiti sucks. Everybody knows that.
I
So
know, right?
sometimes I would invite someone, and many people would be investing and waiting for the person, and
The
unfortunately that
connection.
person has to decline, and we had to stop. We had to postpone the show, and sometimes it never can be done because of the internet issue. That's the big problem. And yesterday I faced that yesterday. My guests could not come on the live. And
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
takeover this month. Ladies takeover, which is very important to me. It's a way for my former guests to connect with the
Mm-hmm.
new guests. So
Okay.
I had my former guests host the show with my new. So yesterday,
Mm.
Will Bean was my host, and my guests could
Oh,
come on the live. Yeah, so we had to create
Wow.
a whole something else, have Whoopi call somebody else. We had the show, of course,
Oh my
but
gosh.
it's
Improvise.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. And how is the pandemic im- affected the show? Did they had like any, interference, or it didn't really matter since it was online, or even yourself on your personal level, like,
The show from the very beginning, it was online,
okay.
but before the pandemic, I started
Mm-hmm.
to meet with people.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had two shows in person, and then the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic hit, so I had
Oh, wow.
to doing it online. But it was not a big problem because I used to do it like that already, and my audience
Mm-hmm.
used to the show being like that, so I would not say it was a big problem.
Got okay. And Pascal, what would you say is your biggest accomplishment today?
Hmm.
Because I know you're doing so many different things
Yeah.
besides being a mom
Yeah.
and all these beautiful posts you're creating, and you're
Yeah.
very invested in all the different social issue going on.
Yeah.
And on top of Souri Gaye, you also got I think it was Chat Chat, right?
Yes.
Okay, right. So like among all these beautiful, amazing things you're doing, what would you say is like your biggest accomplishment?
Um. I don't really consider my kids as my accomplishment. I would say, of course, my kids, because kids are a work in progress. You
Mm-hmm.
never done working on your kids. So my biggest accomplishment will be my photo story, the book I published in 2000.
Mm.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it requires so much. It I had to work a lot, and I got pregnant while on that project.
Oh,
I gave birth to my child before I even published the book. So it was a lot, and there were a lot of difficulties. I didn't have any sponsors, and it was not
mm-hmm.
just a book that I wrote. It was a project that I needed a team. I needed to have
Mm-hmm.
casting. I needed to put a lot of people together, and I didn't even have money to give those people. So it was a lot.
Got
So it was
it.
a challenge itself. So putting that book out, I think it's my biggest accomplishment.
But you did it. Congratulations. You did it. You didn't give up.
Yeah.
You made it happen. You worked your magic and you made it happen.
Yes.
Um, so my next question is one of my favorite questions
Mm.
that I always ask. So what is the best compliment you received so far?
Ooh. I've received so many compliments. I've received so many of them, but I would say, while doing Souri Gaye, I could be home, sad, or in my little corner, a spot,
Mhm.
thinking about everything that I would love to do that I don't have the possibility to do and everything. And then somebody sent me a long message telling me they love what I'm doing, how they grateful for me being in the community. I think those are the compliments that really hit me hard.
Yeah. You are doing great things. So yeah, we're grateful to have you in our community.
So are you? So are you, girl?
Okay. Tell us something that people seems to misunderstand about Pascal.
About me?
Yeah.
Um,
Or maybe there's anything. I don't know.
um, People think that I am outgoing. People think that I am somebody who's not shy. Whenever I say I'm shy, they're like, "Oh my god,
I can totally relate to
oh
this
my
one too.
god, I an introvert. I like to stay my little corner. I like to stay in my room, Netflix and chill. I
And sleep.
Yes, yes, that's me. Like that's me. I'm really close, very open-minded. I'm very open-minded, always open to listen to people, always open to hear, always open to advise and everything. But I'm very shy. I'm very shy.
Well, thank you for sharing this with us. So if you could go back and have a conversation to your 18 years old self, what advice would you give her?
I would definitely tell her that it is not always necessary to see what's behind the door, because at that age I was very curious. I wanted to know on, like, it is not necessary. I would definitely tell her that you don't need to know everything about everything.
Some experiences are not necessary.
Girl, girl. So yeah, that's what I would tell myself. I don't know. I really needed my 38-year-old Pascal to tell myself.
Oh my goodness. So, Pascal, where do you see yourself in a few years?
Oh my God. I don't like that question. I do not like that question at all. That's not my question. But I would say that I'm somebody who like to feel that I'm used. I like to feel that
Mhm.
I'm doing something that is helping somebody else in some way. I want to see myself doing the same thing. And the most important thing, because as a parent, I see that is bothering me a lot. I'm very stressed about it. I want to see myself alive in a few years,
Oh
because
my God.
my God, oh Jesus Christ, please
Mm-mm.
bless me with some more years. Kids grow.
Especially in everything that's happening right now, you
Mm,
want to make sure your kids are
mm,
secure. Okay.
yes.
All right. So I know, like, what advice would you give, you know, to anybody who's listening and feel like they wanna like start a project, a show, like you said, write a book, be an actress. You're doing so many different things. So, to anyone who's listening, and what would you tell them to keep them going, encourage?
Yeah, I would tell them to start. The most important thing in every project is the starting point. Once you start, just don't let go until you achieve your goal. That's to me, that that's what kept me going. Every project I have in my life, I really try to remember that this is where I want to go. This is where I want to
Mhm.
what I want to achieve. This is what I want to see. I want to see why I'm wasting. I don't like to waste my time. I don't like to waste my time. I don't like to put myself into something and then tomorrow I see that I did all that for nothing. Oh my God.
Nothing.
I don't like that at all. And I think that's really what that's why what I told my cast members when I was
Mhm.
a photo story. I said we will have that book signing with everybody taking pictures, beautiful and everything. That's what
It's
I
gonna happen
yes,
one way or
yes,
another.
yes. Like start and never give up until you achieve your goal.
Amen to that. So, we know, like, you publish a book, all things you're doing. So, where can anybody, if find your book, if they want to buy it, or if they want to reach out, even want to be on your show? Share with everybody who's listening where they can reach out to you and buy your book and all these other good stuff that you're doing.
Okay. So if you want to be on Souri Gaye, I like to say that Souri Gaye is for you. So you wanna be on Souri, guys? Just call me and let me know. Actually, just send me a message and let me.
Okay.
I'm on Instagram and on Facebook, Pascale Sylvain. Send me a message. Tell me you want to be on Surigaye, and I will put you on my list. It's simple as that. I cannot do Surigaye without guests. So if you want to be on it, just let me know. It will be my pleasure to have you on my show. And my book, I'm gonna put it on the Surigaye website. It's called Surigaye.com. You can go on there and buy the merch to support the show. And I will try to do it this week. I don't know when, but you can check it out. It will be on my page, and whatever else you want to tell me, just let me know. I'm right here. I'm an open book, or I have an open door.
Open door
Yes.
policy. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was so nice to be with you this afternoon, Pascal. It was such a nice and grateful talk. And thank you for joining us. And thank you to everybody who joined us. I don't know if you have one last word.
I want to say thank you, Joe, for having me. I had you on my two shows. Listen, people, I could not have a show without having Joe on it. So I had two
Oh,
shows, and I made sure that she came on both of them. So I'm very on the other side now, and to be interviewed by you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
of course, thank you. It's always a pleasure. And I can't wait to work on other project with you. It's always a pleasure. And thank you everybody for joining us. So I can't wait to see you guys for next weekend for a different guest. And I hope everybody will have a great Sunday afternoon. And since the weather is getting warmer, let's go outside for a walk. So I'll see you guys next weekend. Everybody
Bye.
stay safe. Bye.